underway. And it looks like whatever may have been questionable about that Paxton machine has been answered. Joey jumped up into third spot, but the battle up front now is between the O car and the number 19 of Dylan Powell. That O car of Jason Goff leading the way here in heat race number 1. So it's Jason Goff in the O, Dylan Powell in the number 19, then Joey Paxton in the number 4. Fourth spot currently occupied by the number 96 of Oh, and a pass for second place on the racetrack coming out of turn number 2. Joey Paxton finds his way underneath that number 19 of Dylan Powell. Once again, Joey Paxton moving into second place in the running order. Now trying to track down, looking to the outside as they go into turn number 1. Now dipping to the inside. Jason Goff able to hold him off there in the O machine. So it's Jason Goff, Joey Paxton, Dylan Powell, Johnny Goff in your top 4 here in heat race number 1 as we are just past that halfway point. 4 laps in and 4 to go. A little bit of a gap this time. We can only assume though that Joey Paxton is just on the racetrack reloading for another run at that top spot. But it's Jason Goff who continues to show the way there in the O car with 2 laps to go this time by. Great exit out of turn number 4 that last time, and there goes Paxton to the outside of the O car of Jason Goff. A little wide there in turn number 2. Joey's going to have to collect himself and reload, but this time around the white flag is going to come out here in heat race number 1. So 4 more corners. We're going to settle things here in heat race number 1. Again, with the wide entrance to turn number 1. Now, just behind Jason Goff there in the O car as they take to those final 2 corners. Checker flag is in the air. Oh, look at that stretch coming out of turn number 4. Joey Paxton takes heat race number 1. Jason Goff finishes second. Dylan Powell third. In the number 1, and our final starter here in heat race number 2, the number 25 of Hunter Wilson. Green flag out, and we are underway. Stewart loving this widened track in the number 1, making use of that outside line to immediately slot himself into that 4th spot in the running order, but look, battling back on the inside, that is the number 33 of Matt Hedrick. Tony Stewart, as our top car, the number 21 of Addison Cruz. So Matt Hedrick now on the front row. He's starting on the pole for this restart here, a complete restart in heat race number 2. Hedrick up front, Tony Stewart. Oh, here's a surprise. He's running wide on the track, and we've got cars stopped on the corner. So Adam, okay, back to green flag racing. Matt Hedrick, great start. Tony Stewart, possibly better start, making use of this wide racetrack. Matt Hedrick leads the field out of those first 2 corners and down the back stretch. The rest of the field giving chase. There is the battle between the number 25 of Ollie Tony Stewart, and Tate Lawrence, all battling for second spot in the running order. Matt Hedrick using all of that battle to his advantage. As Tony using all of the racetrack, including a little bit of the grass, but we are still underway here in heat race number 2. How about Ollie Man? I told you this was elbows up racing. Ollie Man, full dollar racing as Tony Stewart looks to his outside and finally takes over that second spot in the running order. Now Ollie Man trying to hold off a charging Tate March there into number 2. But up front, it is Matt Hedrick. Hedrick in the 33. 4 laps in and 4 to go, with about half the length of the straightaway at his advantage over Tony Stewart there in the number 1. Now what Matt really doesn't want to see at this point, anything other than the white and then the checkered flag as he continues to lead and show the way. Tony Stewart running second, Tate March who has moved into third spot, and Ollie Man who is running 4th. Spot in the running order, that is Corey Clay in the number 53. then Madison True and Hunter Wilson. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go here in heat race number 2. So here's something that we don't often see during a heat race. Is a lap car going to come into play here in our final lap of competition? There is the white flag in the air. Matt Hedrick right on the tail of that number 25 moves nicely up and out of his way. Cody Stewart still giving chase there in the number 1. Coming off that 4th corner, the winner of heat race number 2 is the 33 of Matt Hedrick. Coming out, turn number 4, looking for that green flag. We are racing heat race number 3. Mark Baxter in the 13 is going to lead the field into those first 2 corners. Oh, he flips the inside. They're getting the grass coming out of turn number 2. That means Ryland Gray. Now out front here in heat race number 3. Ashley Albertson in that second spot in number 15. Connor Wolf in the number 47. In the 3rd spot, and we've got a car stopped on the front stretch. Unfortunately, that looks like Logan Prickett in the number 37. So looking for that single file restart. No passing till you get past the cone, and then it's on. As we can see, on in the racetrack. The cone gets pulled in. It's supposed to be nose to tail. Bad things happen if you hit the cone, but fortunately no one did. And we are watching Ryland Gray display his skill set there in the 81G. Here in heat race number 3, our 3rd and final heat race for the evening. Oh, to the inside. Goes Ryland Gray. That opens the door for Connor Wolf. I tell you, this is the 2nd time we've seen Connor Wolf on the racetrack. We have not seen him in a feature event as of yet. But he's doing an impressive job in the 2 heat races that we have seen him in. Now up from the tail into 3rd spot in the running order, that is Matt Lux there in the number 5. Finished 2nd in the points in 2021. Finished on the podium in our first race of this 2022 season. So Matt Lux once again on the move in the number 5 as we are 4 laps in with 4 to go, halfway home here in heat race number 3. Oh, and a little tussle there, a little sideways action. We've got cars. Well, we've got 1 stopped, we've got a couple still going. So, Ryland Gray continuing to show the way here in heat race number 3. Connor Wolf running strong here in the 2nd position. Three laps to go this time by. Matt Lux in the number 5 looking to improve his position with just a couple laps remaining. So the battle on the racetrack right now is for that 2nd position with Ryland Gray out to about the most comfortable lead we've seen here in heat racing action this evening. Ryland Gray showing the way. The battle is for that 2nd spot between Connor Wolf in the 47 and Matt Lux in the number 5. White flag this time by for Ryland Gray in the 81G. Connor Wolf in the 47 still holding on to that 2nd spot. But the wily Matt Lux right there in the number 5. Strong run through the corners. Checkered flag is in the air, and Ryland Gray is the winner of heat race number 3.